Well, this month, the Supreme Court is expected to rule on a case regarding homelessness and the 8th Amendment.
A city in Oregon wants justices to appeal a lower court ruling which says municipal governments can't pass anti-public sleeping laws, even though the case regards states on the West Coast.
Our Kent Davis tells us what it could mean for mid-Michigan. Kent.
Basically, the question is whether it's cruel and unusual punishment to penalize homeless people for sleeping in a public place. And the outcome could set the pace for the rest of America.
Lost my health, lost my home, lost my dad, lost my home.
Renee, who asked us to conceal her identity, says she's been homeless for 7 years. She's slept in abandoned homes, in the woods, and on library steps.
That was the only place I could go.
And she feels concerned about what this Supreme Court case could do.
That really causes the crime rate to go up because they break into buildings just to keep warm.
The Supreme Court will decide whether to uphold or repeal a lower ruling, which claims an anti-public sleeping law is unconstitutional.
Depriving an individual, a homeless individual, of sleep, was cruel and unusual punishment under the 8th Amendment.
Flint attorney Dean Yotis tells me that if the court allows the policy to stand, cities across the U.S. might see it as permission for aggressive anti-homeless policies.
The West Coast is usually a trendsetter for a lot of, let's just say, things that happen in this country.
For months, Renee has stayed at the Mustard Seed Shelter in Saginaw. She tells us she's immensely grateful for their help as she finds her footing.
It's not even like a shelter to me, it's like a home.
That's the example she wants to see people follow, rather than one she feels would punish people at the ends of their ropes.
Here, it's like they go out looking for you.
Renee says she understands the reasons cities or townships might have for these policies, given the prevalence of substance abuse and mental illness, but she still believes there has to be another way. A ruling in this case is expected by the end of the month. In Flint, Kent Davis, ABC 12 News.